Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going through all the Halloween MCC teams and doing my predictions. So the first team revealed was Red Ravens. It consists of Wisp, Bowser, Jack Manifold and Tommy in it. It has a coin average of around 8,558. This team is a pretty good team and I'm very excited to see how they do. Of course, Wisp and Bowser are coming off a bad MCC last time, but I think they really improved from then. Next team being Orange Oozes, Gizzygazer, Mouse, Tap L and Kratzy. This team has a coin average of 9,504, being the highest coin average in this event. This team is really good. Their best game, in my opinion, will be Battlebox and any PvP game. I can see this team definitely making Dodgeball. So we have Mustard Mummies, Sylvie, Tubbo, Sapnap and Smager. This team has a coin average of 9,127. This team I can definitely also see making Dodgeball, a very strong team. Again, returning the Sylvie and Sapnap duo from MCC 16 and the Tubbo and Sapnap duo from MCC 17. I'm excited to see how this team will do. Next up, we have Lime Leeches. We have Ginelli, Illumina, Captain Puffy, Ryguy Rocky. Ginelli being a newcomer for this event. From what I know, she doesn't really play Minecraft that often, but she has had some experience in the past. Using Kara Corvus' stats for Ginelli, this team averages around 8,813 coins. And I should say this now, thank you Ultra Sheeplord for your team maker. That's what I'm using to find out all these statistics. This team, I'm excited to see them play. I'm excited to see the Ginelli and Captain Puffy duo, and how Illumina and Ryguy Rocky have chemistry, or how they play together. Next up, we have Green Goblins, Green, Neochu, H-Bomb, and Gemini Tay. This team is statistically one of the worst teams. However, with Green having such amazing last events, making top 10 twice, I think he made top 10 twice. I'm not too sure on that. He might have did 12th the other time. I'm not too sure, but this team can do great. I think Sky Battle could be their best game with how good Green's been doing recently. Or if not, Sons of Time, because H-Bomb, Gem, and Green, I know all good Sons of Time players. Of course, we have the Hermit duo, Green and Gem, and of course H-Bomb and Nikki, who, all friends that have great chemistry. This team will be very good to watch for chemistry and entertainment. Now we're into the wave 2 of teams who were released on the Friday. They're recording this. But first up, we have Science Centipedes, Captain Sparkles, Rambo, Sneakstag, and Warbasuit. This team has a coin average of 8,163. With Sneakstag only joining in last MCC, he hasn't done the best. However, I think now he's had a taste of all the games, he can do way better. With Rambo and Wilbur duo returning from last time, and of course the captain, of course, the one who's never won. Next up, we have Aqua Abominations, Puns, Antfrost, Shovel, and Gumi. Of course, again, Gumi coming off the first time event. This is going to be her second one, so she got a taste of the games now. Hopefully, she can do better than last time. Shovel, of course, someone who's played in every MCC, and Puns and Antfrost, who have been doing really well in season 2. I think there'll be great chemistry between Puns, Antfrost and Gumi, and I think this team can really do well in Ace Race. So we have the Blue Banshees, the new team name. We have 5-Up, Pizza Hut, returning member Dan TDM, and Pearlescent Moon. Dan has only played since MCC 14, so he has yet to play Grid Runners and any of the new changes that has happened since then. Of course, Pete and Dan, I feel like they have chemistry. I'm not too sure. I just know them both as OG YouTubers. Pete and Pearl, of course, having played before many times as a duo, and 5-Up, who I've never seen teamed with these kind of people, so it's interesting to see how he'll do now. Next up, we have my personal favourite team, the Violet Vampires, with the Orion Sound, Solidarity, Smallish Beans, and CPK. They have the second lowest coin average of 7,950. However, I'm really excited to see how they do. CPK and Smallish Beans coming off great events, with CPK getting, I think, 5th in MCC 16, and Joel getting, I think, 6th in MCC 17, I want to say, that's what, not 17, he was in 17, I don't think, it's 16, MCC 16. Of course, Solidarity, with his last placement being around 15th and 16th, and Ollie, of course, normally getting in the 30s, or bottom 20s. I mean, like 29, 28. I don't know what's to call that. High, bottom. I don't really know. I'm excited this team have great chemistry. Of course, they're all the British boys, and I'm excited to see them play. They're like my personal favorite YouTuber, so I'm really excited for this team. Last but not least, we have Fuchsia Frankensteins. Dream, Awesome Dude, Quackity, and George Not Found. This team has a coin average of around 8,516 coins, and of course we have Newcomer, Awesome Dude. For the statistics, I use Plonk's average coins for Awesome Dude to see how I do. This team will have great chemistry, all being common Dream SMP, and I'm excited to see how I do. I think they can really do well in games like Sky Battle, Parkour Tag, and Battlebox, if it gets played this time. Now I'm going to go into my predictions. In 10th place, I've decided to put Green Guardians. Averagely they're the worst team, but also I feel like there isn't really a super strong player. H1 of course doing really well, doing a really good player, but he hasn't been doing too well since MCC 14. Green of course popping off and hoping he'll do well again. But Nikki averaging near the end of 30s, and Jem only coming off one event. I think this team surprisingly well. In 9th, I'm gonna put Line Leeches. Even though the regular Rocket and Limited are coming really strong, I'm pretty sure Dream Nelly isn't too good at Minecraft, and Captain Puffy I believe is still in the UK and not playing from her own setup. And of course, Rugged Rocket hasn't played in a while. I don't believe he's played Season 2 yet, so he'll gonna have to adjust quite swiftly in new games. 8th place, I'm putting Science Centipedes. This is for me close with another team which I'm going to report at 7th, but I think this team is not going to do too well due to the fact that Sneak is only the 2nd time player, and there's no really wow factor or like S tier I would say for this team. Of course, I think Rambi would do the best on this team individually, but I don't see someone really carrying or having a leader position in this team, which could be a downfall. It could be their win. So we'll have to see. Always this is some bias, and I think this team are kind of underdogs. I'm putting Violet Vampires in 7th place. Of course, I think they'll be great chemistry. I think they can actually do well in games like Build Mart, and of course some PvP games like Battlebox. So okay, I'm really excited for this team. In 6th place, I'm gonna put Red Ravens. This is mainly due to Wisp and Fosa's poor performance from last time, and I think this team have great chemistry, and if they decide to go for the more content route, this team won't do as well as their max potential. I'm putting Blue Banshees. It was quite hard for me to decipher from red and blue, but due to don't have to be Banshees. Due to Pete's great performances, I think this team can do better than what I put them. This team can do well. Of course, with Pearl returning from not being MC 17, I hope she can do well. Hopefully, she get top 10. She's been close so times. And of course, Dan returning. Of course, Dan being a pro Minecrafter, veterinarian. I don't know who's pro, but he's OG, you know. And of course, 5UP doing quite well for. Only joining in MCC 15. So, fourth place, I'm putting Aqua Abominations. I'm excited for the Pum Party Trio, and of course Shubble, my favorite. And I think this team can do well. This team can definitely make dodgeball. I think any of these, the top 6 teams I'm gonna put can definitely make dodgeball. It's quite a close event. It depends on game rules, of course, chemistry, and how they play it on the day. Gumi, I think, can do better than her last event, and I think Adfast the Puncher can do really well. So I'm excited for this team. In 3rd place, I'm gonna put Fuchsia Frankensteins. I think this team can definitely make dodgeball. However, with a newcomer, I've decided to put him in 3rd. Dream, of course, being a really well player. Quackity improving so much from the last time he played when he won, and George consistently getting around top 20, so I'm really excited to see how this team does. 2nd place, I'm actually going to put Orange, and this is what I'm deciphering on Coinbase instead of Dodgeball. I think Orange will get 2nd, only because I think Yellow are more well-rounded. Of course, Orange is really good at PvP, and probably Ace Race, but games like Build Mart and Send of Time, I think will be their downfall, so I'm putting them in Orange, in 2nd, not Orange. And of course, that leads Mustard, aka Yellow, in 1st place. I think this team is quite well-rounded. Sapnap, of course, carrying PvP, and Sylvie, to be honest. We also her server games. And of course, Scott and Turbo being Build Mart players. Scott being a really good SLT player. This team is quite well-rounded, and I think they have a really good chance of winning. So, these are my predictions for MCC. MCC is on the 23rd of September, 8 PM BST. You can find all the information on the website. I'll link it below. And I'll see you all in the video. Subscribe if you liked. And like if you enjoyed. Goodbye. Happy Halloween.